Hello, this is NYCTaxiCabTales. I'm driving Bonnie. Hey Bonnie, how are you?
Hey, how are you? I'm great on this rainy night.
Oh, I'm sorry. How was your day so far?
Oh, it was a great day. It's every day in New York is a special day. It's a great place to be. It's a great place to live. It's diverse. You meet people from all walks of life, just like I met you tonight.
Thank you, Bonnie. You're a real New York City girl.
I am, yes.
Bonnie, I wanted to ask you something. How do you rate President Obama? How did he do in office in 8 years? And what do you feel about President-elect Trump?
I think that President Obama ultimately will go down in history as one of the best presidents that we've ever had in this country. I think he is exceptional in the way he has graced the office of the president. He himself has been full of dignity and respect for the office. I think he has a very keen understanding of history, of American history, and his place in American history, and the unique role that he has occupied, especially as the first African-American president. He has been just an exceptional role model across the board for all people and upholding human rights.
And he created social justice.
Social justice and the rights of LGBTQ and women and everything else. He has been president for 8 years. I have a 16-year-old son who really came of age in the Obama administration, both administrations, and I can't think of a better role model for a president than Barack Obama has been. And I sincerely hope that our president-elect will follow this shining example. Unfortunately, I'm very worried and very afraid because already our president-elect is not a good role model for youth, and especially for young men. And I have had the difficult situation of trying to interpret and explain many of the commentary and many of the comments that our president-elect has made, which I would never, ever abide in my own son, or certainly in my own husband or significant other. So it's a fearful and disheartening time, I think, for many of us right now.
Do you think President-elect Trump should follow President Obama's health care policies?
President-elect Trump should follow the example of President Obama in ensuring that health care for every human being is a right. It's not something that is a privilege, it's a right. It should be granted to every American citizen, as it is to most citizens of the world, particularly in Europe and in many countries.
Basic human right.
It's a basic human right, and technology has come so far now. Medical technology has advanced that the most basic diseases are easily cured and more so prevented just with basic health care. And that should be just an inalienable right for everyone in the citizenry.
So then we should give President Trump a chance, and then hopefully we'll follow the same policies. And
I'm willing to some extent to give President-elect Trump. It's really hard for me to even still say those words because of how personal this election has been. I think especially to women. Not because Hillary should have necessarily been elected because she was a woman, but because of the reprehensible things that Trump has historically said about women and the way he has conducted his life. I mean, just by organizing beauty pageants that objectify women. There's countless examples of this. So he would absolutely do himself and the country a great service by emulating as much of the dignity, elegance, grace, and intelligence that President Obama has exerted over the past 8 years. And we will miss him. I will miss him terribly. And I sincerely hope that Joe Biden will run in 2020, as he has said today. I think that if Joe's son hadn't died, if circumstances had been different, Joe might have run, and we would be having a very different conversation today.
Great.
And that's terribly unfortunate.
Bonnie, thank you very much for the conversation.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Okay.